But also, I want to talk about Jauan Jennings first. I mean, second, because I haven't really talked about him much since he got his raise. He was sort of the man of the offseason. Spoke yesterday. So Jauan Jennings he made a very interesting decision. And I kind of made fun of him after he got his raise because it's not a raise. He was over here asking for 20 something $1 million a year and got 3 million in incentives. That's rough. Like you might not get any of that depending on if you get hurt or if you get passed up by Brandon Ayuk or DeMarcus Robinson or anyway, he gets an opportunity to get a raise. And he was all smiles in the locker room yesterday. There was a report on social media that the Niners were offering him like a 2 or 3 year deal worth about 15, $16 million a year, which to me is fair. I'm not even sure if I would have offered him that from the 49ers perspective because you're spending so much on wide receivers already. But that's, I think, what he's worth right now. If Cooper Kupp is worth that, then Jauan Jennings is worth that plus. So I like the offer from the 49ers if they indeed offered him that. And I respect the fact that Jennings didn't take it. He made a tough decision, and he might be wrong. But I think I would have made the same decision. Last year, he wanted an extension, and he settled for that little dinky 2-year extension that screwed him over. He was coming off a 19-catch season and a nice Super Bowl, and he cashed in to get, wide receiver 4 money, low wide receiver 3 money, and he called it a win because he hadn't made much money yet in his career. I get it. But if he hadn't done that, if he had bet on himself like he did just now, he'd be a free agent right now. He'd probably get $20 million a year because he is really good. Jauan Jennings, can we just say that? I know like Niner fans are like don't want to say that out loud right now because they don't want him to price himself out of town because he's hella good. He's hella good. If you just throw the ball up to a wide receiver and you expect him to catch it, how many guys are you more confident are going to come down with it than him? 3 or 4 wide receivers, 3 or 4. Mike Evans, Drake London. Who else? Jauan Jennings is hella good. He absolutely is worth 18, 19, 20. Given how the salary cap goes up, how the wide receiver market has exploded. Yes. So instead of getting 15 million a year this year, he's betting on himself that when he hits free agency next year, he'll be regarded as one of the top guys. And I think he will. So I respect it. He could have said, you know what? I'm just a low-level wide receiver too. Let me just take this 15 million a year and be happy. But that's not him. He sincerely believes he's the best wide receiver on the team. He believed that in 2023. He believed it in 2022. He couldn't be who he is if he didn't believe that. You don't want him to you don't want to take him down a peg. You don't want to humble Jauan Jennings. You want this Jauan Jennings. So he's betting on himself. I don't think he's going to pout and sulk all year the way other players might in his situation. I think he's going to give the 49ers his all. He's going to kick ass this year. He didn't do training camp, so we'll see what he looks like in September. But I respect the decision he made. He may have been wrong. If he gets hurt this year, if he gets buried on the depth chart, if the fact that he held out leads to him, pulling his hamstring or just not being in sync with the offense and he has a down season, he could forget 20 million a year, forget 15 million a year. He could be back asking for 10, hoping to get 10. I think this is high stakes. Gotta love it. And I'm glad that he bet on himself because I would think that if he didn't, I'm like, are you a phony? Are you not who you seem to be, who you present to be? And it seems like he is exactly who he presents to be. So it's not as simple as him settling for a bunch of nothing. That's what I thought at first. But it's like, no, he actually turned down an extension. He said, nah, man, just give me some incentives and I'm getting out of here next year. Is there another thing? So like the Niners are like, hey, we still might extend him later in the year. No, you're not. No, you're not. He's leaving. Another one of your tough, gritty guys is leaving the team. And it's that B-list of players. You've made it real clear to him, man, you're not an A-list guy. You said the same thing to Greenlaw. You said the same thing to Huff. You said the same thing to Travaris Ward. We love you. We love you guys. That's how they start off you're not in the A-list group. We just want to say you're our kind of guys. We love you. And you fit right into the culture. It's just that you can't pay everyone. We love you, but we also love Colton McKivitz. Once they put you in the same group as Colton McKivitz, it's bad. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now. So the problem is you need B-list players on your team. What makes the Seahawks interesting is they have a ton of B-list players. I don't know if they have many A-list players. Do they have any A-list players, the Seahawks? I don't know. Not really. Not really. But they have 15 to 20 B-list players. The Niners have their 8 A-listers. Right? Brock, Christian, when healthy. Brandon, when healthy. Trent, George, Bosa, Warner, Lenore. Those are the A-listers. The B-listers are Jennings, McKivitz, not Brendel, not Barch. Robinson, he's kind of a C-lister. I feel like they have 2 B-listers who won't be here next year. They have the A-listers, a dwindling class of B-list players, and then C-listers and rookies. And I don't know if that's the best way to build a team. Because depth is kind of important, right? I mean, especially if your A-list core is old and the running back is hurt all the time and the season keeps getting extended. I mean, it was 16, now it's 17 weeks. Probably in a few years, it'll be 18. Only one team gets a bye instead of 2 like before. You got to be prepared to play 20 games in a season if you're going to win a Super Bowl. Don't you need like a whole... Is it enough to just have 8 A-list players? Isn't that the Cowboys? I don't know. These are my thoughts on this Friday morning. Dangerous Dave's Jeeping and RVing says, shout out from work in Florida. We're living life. I can't wait to see you in a few weeks, man. Going to be in Florida too. Joshua Wyatt says, been watching B-Rob Tate since the trade. He is legitimately the worst vision I've ever seen from a back. That's not good. Kyle will bench that guy in the first quarter. There's got to be a reason that the Commanders didn't want him. They're like, sorry, 26-year-old B-Rob. We have Austin Eckler. We're good. We drafted this guy. No, we didn't. We signed this guy as an undrafted free agent named Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. And the fact that he has 3 names, not enough because he goes by Bill. Call him Bill. And he's better than you. When the schedule came out, I was like, man, this is a 7-10 team. I don't believe anything that they're selling me. And then I got sucked into the romance of it all, watching camp, watching Christian run around. I mean, I knew he wasn't really kicking into 5th gear. I said it, but I was like, he's healthy though. 10-7. I said 10-7 yesterday, Tuesday. Now I'm back to feeling like, I don't know, maybe less. Double B Studio says, could Niners beat Eagles if Purdy got spat on? These are the questions that keep me up at night. I don't have the answers. Good question, though. Score prediction. Well, let's ask Hawk Blogger at the end of the show. He'll be on in about 5 minutes. Bryant Culp, member for 41 months. If JJ a true number 1 this year, what is his value? I wouldn't say he's a true number 1. I don't know if he's a true number 1. He doesn't stretch the defense. He is a legit possession receiver, though. Grant, can we see your fantasy team? Yes. I'll show you my fantasy team. Show you in a second. You really want CMC injury to be serious, don't you? No. What I want is irrelevant. It's what's happening. I can't speak it into existence or out of existence. This is just it's one of those is what it is situations, as Jimmy Garoppolo would say. Jeremy says 3 million really. Brock versus Burrow in Super Bowl. Okay. All right.